Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome into a Goosebumps, a Dead of Night speedrun tutorial. This is going to be specifically for the any percent normal speedrun. Now, if you guys don't want to complete the whole game and you just want to like get ready into the run, you don't have to like have all of the saves ready, in the sense of like all the missions are completed. But if you do want to practice each individual mission, go into the sr.c or the speedrun.com website. It's goosebumps_dead_of_night. I know it's a bit of a long title, but on there you can grab the saves, the .dat file, and you can go into the apps data location. It should be in the actual website, so you can see where the location is. You just literally replace the file, reload the game, and then you have all of the missions ready and loaded. So to start off, let me just kind of tell you how the run will start off initially. What we'll do is we'll press new game, and we'll press yes, normal, and you will start the time as soon as you press escape. That will be the point of where the run will start, so that you know exactly when the time will start. We don't have an auto splitter as of right now, but that's where you'll press start. What you do is you immediately run over to the typewriter and you press E on it here, and then oh goodness me, I don't have my thingamajigs on. Here we go. So you can see my inputs. What you're gonna do is you're gonna press W and D at the same time whilst holding shift. Now if you look, see, hold on, I'll turn the volume down a tiny bit. If you were to shift and run forwards, it does go forwards fast, but if you run it at an angle, it goes even faster. I wish we could show you like the velocity tracker, but I don't think there is anything like that in this game. So once you press E on here, which you can do either pressing the E button or the left click, you can do either or. You're running over to this door here, opening up, then you go over to the right to the closet door, and you're going to press E on this ink ribbon or left click, and you're pressing Q immediately. Basically what happens there is that it's going to bring up the visual of the ink ribbon, and then it's going to give you the dialogue saying, like, you know, if you want to go back you can press Q. However, for some of the items specifically, you can spam Q quickly, and then you can just exit out of it. Once you're done, you're going to make your way through the steady door, and if you do all of that quickly, that door should still be open. So here we go.
So exactly who are you anyway?
By the way, pressing E on that that typewriter can be a pain. So also, it doesn't have to do W and D, you can also do W and A as well. Once you're done, you want to press E again on the typewriter.
Oh my goodness.
Then you're going to make your way out through this main door again, the hallway door. And you're going to press C once you go underneath here to crouch. So again, like you can hold shift W and D as you can go through. It's a little bit of a hand stretch, you've got to claw your hands. Once you've done that, you're going to get this book here. E or left click and then grab the book immediately. You're going to head back through underneath the that bit under the sturdy door, and you're not going to go back to the typewriter. You're going to go to this vase here. Once you get to this vase, click it, then look down immediately and start spamming the left click or the E button. Because as soon as you press the button, press the vase, the key is already going to be spawned. So that way you can just literally move your mouse down and then go to that point there. So again, in more one successive go. Ah, damn, I can't show you. Okay, so what I can do, I can show you the reset chapter. So this is what it's going to look like quickly.
So exactly who are you anyway? And why are you in my house? You know what? Never mind. For now, I'll just call you Twist.
I'm making our way through. Again, strafing like this is gonna, it's majoritively faster. So whenever you can, just hold W and A or W and D as much as you can. Okay, here we go.
Okay, now all you have to do is something's wrong.
Underneath.
Book is missing some pages.
Then get into this door.
Look around.
Making our way through here, and then fast down. Q immediately. Then we're going to run over to the bedroom door here. Now, here's the thing about the bedroom door. This can be a bit of a pain sometimes. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be pressing E or left click on the note and then the bed, or alternatively the note and then the cupboard, whichever you're comfortable with. I know nyiddle, he goes for the cupboard at the moment, but I still think the bed's a little bit, it's like say personal preference. But this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to the bedroom door, click on the note, and then click on the bed.
Oh no, hide! Quickly, under
the reason they do that is the note is going to trigger that oh no, run, hide dialogue, and then trigger the rest of this little cutscene here of our lovely friend Gwen, by the way, is the name of the lady here, aptly known by the speedrun community. Gwen is going to come through and go to the left side of the bed and then open a door for us. Now we need to leave at an appropriate point so that we can actually run by Gwen. I went a little bit too early, but it's about now.
Looks like that.
Okay, so actually, this is important to show. What I just encountered here is a soft lock. If you run too quickly before Gwen's model despawns, you'll get put into like a permanent state of the game thinks you're dead, but you're not actually dead. So right now, like, you know, in the main menu of like, well, the menu of the death screen, you would only be able to use your mouse. And just like this, you can only use your mouse. I'm even trying to run or sprint and nothing. I can open up the bedroom door, but that's about it. So this is what it would be. So we'll go over to the bedroom door. Note, bed. And I'll give you a bit of a prompt and a hint of where we need to go. And what I can do is I can actually post edit this so I can show an alignment of where I usually go for the point of leaving.
That's a graveyard.
So here we go. Gwen's gonna come through.
Not too smart. Just keep a little ahead of her. If she traps you, try and hide.
And just there is where it's when I start to leave and I can run immediately. And we go down. As soon as we see the typewriter just to where I am, this little typewriter here, that's when you can start to do the reloading. The reloading is very, very important for this run because it's going to basically get us into the next position quickly. So here's the thing about it as well. With the reloading, the gnomes are also going to be stealing your pages. When you reload, you get them back. The best way to reload is either by pressing S and then the space bar, or alternatively, the down key on the up, down, left, right, and then space bar, or enter instead of space bar, whichever is your preference. So once we, can't reload the checkpoint quickly to go back, but I can reset in a moment so we do the full mission. Once you're done, you're going to press S space bar, and you're gonna WD sprint over to this box, pick up the note, escape, and then reload the checkpoint again. You're gonna run around to the bathroom, which is around this way. It's faster this way. You're gonna interact with this master bedroom key, which we'll be using later. And you're pressing Q on that one immediately. Now that bathroom door won't close on you, but obviously because we're taking our time, that's what it will do. Now, this cabinet door here, you can interact with and then immediately try to get that missing page there. Now, if you do it right, you should just be able to grab it almost immediately. Like just spam E or I use the left mouse button quite a lot, so... Okay, so as you can see, like when you've done one of the objectives once, it will be already like gone, if that makes sense. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to run over to here and then just look down to such a point where you can grab that page. And then we're going to position ourselves here on this side of the table, on the corner. The reason that we're doing this is there's a gnome that's going to come from here. When we're on this side here, the gnome's going to go around this way. And we can interject it, basically. So, here we go.
Oh, no.
Here comes the animation. So, that gnome that would come on the bottom right is just there. I forgot to show you. But now we can pick up this gnome. Smash it with Q. Pick immediately. Pick up that key immediately after the smash. Then reload the checkpoint again. Once you've done that, there's going to be 2 more pages. One up here. And one over here. Now, there's an interesting thing that you just saw there, which we're going to be utilizing a little bit later on. I'll show you once we do the full thing. Is that, like, when you're picking up one page and you pick up another, it will actually take away that animation of the book, of the page putting into the book, and it'll start a new one immediately. There's no downtime. There's no nothing. You can just literally do 2 of them at the same time. It's quite good, actually. Now, once you picked up the second page, you're going to reload the checkpoint and go immediately to the door in front of you.
Still playing Stein's twisted little games, eh? I hate to pop your bubble, but you can't stop me or my friends.
So if you don't like clowns, the clown isn't going to be around for long. So from here, we're going to go... The gnomes can be in your way sometimes. We're going to get this vase here, and then look at the floor, and you can get Slappy's room key quite easily. So again, make sure you spam Q to get there. Go through the hallway door on the right, and make a way around towards the foyer door. And then when you go up, sometimes you can get a thing called the infinite sprint glitch, which is where you're just infinitely running, or the ISG. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but you know, at the same time, it's just a case of if you get it, cool. If you don't get it, then there's the backup, which is what I'm doing right now. So you're gonna get that page underneath the bed. The best way to do it is like to turn your mouse around like let's say 180 to the left, and just trying to get the page immediately, then throwing your mouse back over to the right so you can get out of the bed from that point onwards. Once you've done that, you might get trapped by the door. Make sure to uncrouch. Then you're going to run over to the closet door that we got the ink ribbon on again. We're going to make our way over to Slappy's basement door, bedroom door, and then click this page and then reload the checkpoint immediately. Once you have done that, we're going to make our way out into the hallway door. Keep on running past Gwen. Gwen's positioning will reset when you do the reload so that you can get by them quite quickly. And we're now going to meet Slappy at the piano, who's going to introduce us to the wolf, or as I like to call him, Big Bad Wolf. And then we're going to be going down to the basement. But before we go to the basement, I'll show you a quick rundown of all of it quickly so that you can understand like all of it in one quick go. So what we're going to do is we're going to sprint around to the side here, going through the bathroom door, through the guest bedroom door, which is now open, get into the closet immediately, picking up the page, and then reloading again. Here's the next thing. If you respawn on the stairs, go. If you don't respawn on the stairs and you spawn outside Slappy's bedroom, reload again. Not very quickly, but give it a second, and then reload. So let's have a look-see. Okay, so there. That's about the right kind of time you want to reload. So here you can reload, and you respawn immediately onto the stairs, making our way back into the kitchen, through the hallway door, or the foyer door as it was on the opposite side, and then we go immediately into the basement door. Alright, so let's reset the chapter and do this quickly, so we'll show you guys just how it is like optimally quickly.
So exactly who are you anyway? And why are you in my house?
Into the closet door,
You know what? Never mind. For now,
get the ink ribbon
I'll
turned
just call
around,
you Twist.
making our way back to the typewriter.
I'm RL Signwriter.
If you do it quickly, you should only hear I'm RL Signwriter, and that's all you should hear. Underneath you go. Q. Underneath.
The book is missing some pages.
And around getting to that door, it should take about 28-29 seconds, so you guys are updated on like how quickly this run would be. I could do a full run after this actually, and I could show you just like how much of a stressor sometimes like timing can be, and just optimally how fast this run can be done. So again, once we get under here, it should be about like, if you're doing this at a good pace, it should be about 40 seconds, between 40 to 43 seconds if you're like trying to go as fast as possible. So we're coming up to Gwen again.
Just keep a little ahead of her.
Gwen's going to go to our left. And again, we want to leave at the perfect point. About now. Run immediately.
Looks like that.
Down we go. To the box. Oh, okay, so that's the thing that can happen. If you don't hit the page immediately, you'll just exit the box. So, get the page, run down again. You'll hear Gwen's voice line sometimes just go, "Bleh," like this, cuts off, essentially. Get the key, press Q immediately.
My master bedroom key. I definitely didn't.
Making our way through. Need to touch my nose. Get the page. And onto the side of the table. Now, again, I'll actually show you this time the gnome with the key. So that one just there on the floor. Keep an eye on it. So it's going to go around the left side.
Did you see that?
And now we're going to interject it. Here we go. Oh.
Don't just stand there.
Going over to these two pages. There we go. So that's the point of the pages, the animations for the page book, the book in the page. It can just like literally cancel and then go immediately to the next one again. No time loss. It's actually time save. Kind of. Anyway. So again, we're going to the page on the vase, and then get Slappy's room key.
Murder the clown. This is really bad.
Pressing Q on that key immediately.
Somewhere small.
I wonder if we'll get ISG so we can show it off. If not, again, no big issue. Gnomes can get in our way. Alright, so no ISG again. Now, if you watch like nyiddle's run, you can probably see ISG being utilized very, very well. It can get you to the point of the to the piano like within about 3 minutes, which is quite insane. It's quite hard to do that without the ISG, but it's still pretty on point. Okay, so reload checkpoints. Down we go. Going past Gwen. And then we usually get here about like maybe 303 to 307 on the backup route. So here we go. What I can do is I can maybe splice in after we get to the basement of route with ISG if I show nyiddle's run, if he's comfortable with showing off the run. If not, it'll just go immediately to the basement section. So from here on out, again, going to the bathroom door. Sometimes the gnomes will open up doors for us, which will be handy. Pick the page up, reload the checkpoints, and there we go. So again, sometimes he may just spawn on the stairs, so be mindful when you reload if you do need to do the double reload. Now, once you get into the basement door, you can skip the cutscene immediately and then go to here. Now, before we go into the basement door, I'm just going to state at this point in time, there is no definable strategy for this area. There are two kind of like ideas that have been thrown about into the wind from myself and nyiddle. Both have their kind of hesitations in areas. So this isn't the final legitimate showcasing of the tutorial for the basement. But if you do get more consistencies, please feel free to reach out to us in the Discord, which I will link in the panels below, the description below, and we can kind of like start to strategize the best routing. I did today make a routing, which I feel like works out quite well. I am going to showcase in this tutorial, but again, do watch nyiddle's world record at the moment as I'm recording this video. His routing works quite well. So for the meantime, this is what we're going to do.
So,
you can turn around whilst that happening, with that animation's happening as well. So we're going to run immediately around this way. We're going to go over to this way here, and this gnome should start to walk about here. Press E and Q and click on the guy, on Slappy. Now you can see the Slappy spawns just there. There's a gnome just here. We want to throw it at Slappy somewhere, wherever Slappy is. Okay, so as you can see already, it's not 100%, unfortunately. It's not 100% strategy, but the first gnome in both mine and nyiddle's routes usually happen pretty on point. So here we go. There's one. Here's two. And we can make our way over to this one here. So unfortunately that didn't work out as well. I'm going to grab this one here. We're going to wait for him to come through. And then that's how you can do it in a faster strategy. So again, it's not the most consistent as I mentioned, but I'll show you off one more time. When you get the first gnome, you see that Slappy spawns over to our right. That way we know exactly what kind of direction he's going to start moving from. And from the third point onwards, it's kind of just a case of like hoping for the best. Okay. So again, that gnome 60% of the time will operate well. Some of the other times he may be in another direction, but that happens to we would go for the gnome over there. That can happen the same way as well. So honestly, the basement is a big reset point. So be wary that you may take a lot of resets around this way, okay? There's one. Try to get this gnome here. So see, Slappy didn't want to behave there, so we're going to keep an eye out for where Slappy may be from here. There he is. So that's usually where he would spawn, like direction-wise, the third time around. Keep an eye out where Slappy may be. Good. Again, if you get it fast, you get it fast. If not, then just keep on going for it. For the meantime, we shall continue on. I tried to show it as best as I can. The red gnomes, if you're gonna be throwing them, you want to throw them immediately because they can kill you. So as soon as you pick it up, throw it, basically. If you're near a red gnome, whilst it's kind of like throwing its little guarding tool around, that can kill you in its animation. If a red gnome is near you whilst you're in that final slappy animation, where it's sort of like it's going into the book, it can kill you in the animation. So again, you want to be on point with that. You want to be on point with the basement. Again, it takes a lot of practice understanding of how to do the basements, but you'll do. It is what it is. So right now, before whilst this cutscene's even the dialogue is even talking, you can actually go to this door immediately. So I wonder if we can do that. Okay, so I'd have to do it again. So because I took a bit of time to explain there, I'll show it how quickly you can get to the door, okay?
No more Mr. Nice.
And let's see how this run goes for the basement. So, here we go again. Around we go. And here's a gnome. Good. 1. Where's the gnomes? Over here. Slappy comes here. 2. Oh. Okay, so apparently that didn't want to work. Slappy's gonna come somewhere around here, I think. There he is. Doesn't want to behave again, as usual, because sometimes he will come towards you, but then he just decides to escape or away for no reason whatsoever, so it's always a fun time. And those red gnomes were going to wreck my steeds there, so that's why I took a bit of a delay. Okay. That's the death I was talking about. That's the death I'm talking about. Even if you're a bit of a distance away from the red gnome, it still has the viability to kill you. So that's what I was referring to earlier on, is be careful around the red gnomes. They can wreck the run easily. If you can, just pick them up, throw them so they're not in your way. See, now the gnomes just wants to be over here. I don't know half of the time. Again, basement is so unstrategized at the moment. We're just kind of hoping for the best that we get a good pattern, basically, so... But again, me and nyiddle think that there could be possible routings, so we're trying. We're trying to, like, you know, find still some optimization. Okay. Alright, I'll take the rip on that one. Let's just try to go from here on out then. Okay, so again, he spawns over there because we've taken this kind of routing. And then it should spawn usually over here. Okay, come on. Get this gnome. Where are you now, buddy? There you are. Good. There's one. And Slappy's gonna be somewhere. There.
Be careful where you step.
I will be careful where I step when you can actually behave. That'd be lovely of you. Whoa. I just got it, I think. I think I just got it there. That was lucky. Shouldn't have been lucky, but we'll take it. Now, we need to find another yellow gnome. Again, like, the gnomes are so all over the way. It's super, super hard to find them sometimes. So, here we go. Wherever Slappy's going to be. There we go. So, I did get lucky that time. So, even though it's taking that long, this can happen sometimes. But again, if you're trying to go for a good fast run, just, you know, keep an eye on the time. If the gnome's misbehaving, it's a reset, unfortunately. Alright. Now, the observatory is where the fun begins. The first mission is just, you know, timely stress, basically. Now, the next few missions are going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be introducing some out of bounds, which we couldn't find any out of bounds so far in this area here. Okay, beforehand, let me just show you what I was talking about. You can get to the door, and then just click on it immediately, and then there you'll split. When you can see that Goosebumps logo on the right, that's where you'll split. Right. This first little bit here is cutscenes that you have to watch. Unfortunately, we can't find a way to skip around having to watch the microscope bits. You do have to pick up the radio as well. Aside from that, this little bit here is quite easy. It's just picking up the radio fast and then making your way over to the gazebo after the after the microphone looking to? So, you pick up the microphone, you wait here for a little bit. I just like to walkie-talkie, sorry. And then you want to just like spam E and left click a little bit, just so that you can get the examine prompt at the best time possible. From here, I like to spam Q because with the potion that you'd get afterwards, it's just like the key and the increment where you can spam Q, where you can just press Q immediately on. So just to like get rid of that prompt, just spam Q here immediately. Here we go. So now we can go over to this way. Right. So I'm going to stop here quickly and I'm going to explain what happens. Normally it's going to pull you into the to the little trigger there, that little animation and the camera pull there. So you can go across these lily pads here. But here's the kicker. If you're going fast, then the camera is going to go very skew width. I'll show why. So, where are we? So, okay, so we've done that little thing there. And we're going to go over to the lily pads already.
It looks like the bridge is broken. These lily pads will help.
And you can see what I mean? That it may just flip out your camera. Literally flip out your camera. If that camera flips out and you don't know where you're walking, you can easily walk off the lily pads. So this is what I do. I run over.
Oh. It looks like the bridge
and I kind of hang around on the left-hand side. He's going to pull my camera around. And then I'm going to kind of try backtrack whilst I'm looking around this way towards getting to the fourth lily pad, and then I'll turn around. So I'll show it off again. Again, don't attempt this if you're not confident in your backwards movements.
It looks like the bridge is broken. These lily pads will help you get across the pond.
And then turn around immediately. So one more time, I'll showcase that. It's once you get an understanding of like your movement and the position of the lily pads, then it's going to be so much easier from there.
Like the bridge is broken. These lily pads will help you get across the pond.
Okay, and turn around. Right, from here, we're going to take a left on this area here, which is going to pull us immediately over to the lily pads. If you do this well, you can get a one cycle. That looks hard, that looks insane, but it's actually relatively easy when you do it. So, see if I can reload the checkpoint again. So, I'll do it on this point here so you can see what's going on. So, we're going to take the first lily pad, get over to here. You don't need to take that lily pad at all. You can just literally run over it. And whilst it's coming up, that last lily pad is when you can do that. So I'll reset the chapter up to this point so you can see how this all goes. And then I'll explain a bit more about the box fly very, very shortly. Because from that point onwards, that has its own reloadable checkpoints. And again, you get to see things done in separation and in a whole combination fast. Just so you can understand like how quick this run can be. This run is about a 15-minute run for the any percent, which is kind of crazy because the first recorded run that was on YouTube was about 24:59, I think it was, from somebody who I don't think runs the game anymore. And they did another run, which I think they got it down to like 23 minutes. I may be wrong there. Nyiddle came through after watching that run on YouTube, and I was like, you know, okay, maybe I can get it down and see what happens. And he initially got like a 21:49, I think it was. And then, after that run, we found an insane a lot of optimizations and strats. BalvedaVex found out, like we initially found out that you could skip doing the plants, bringing over the plants and putting them in the right color by just literally using one of the plants to move up on. If you check out some of the tutorials in the Discord, you'll be able to see it's called the YMRB skip. And then we found out that like the box, you could actually use a crouch to kind of float with it. And then I figured out you don't just float with it, you fly. So we'll find out and I'll show you guys in a moment. So here we go, we're going to go fast.
Oh, it looks like the bridge is broken. These lily pads will help you get across the pond. Surely you
Going
can find
across.
something we need in the west.
Wait, then go.
Careful.
Reason for that is because like if you go too fast, then you won't even make the first lily pad that comes up. Right. Here we go. This is where the fun happens. In we go. And then we'll take this little bit of an animation where we start to become lacking of energy. And we will have to eat to get some energy back. Once you eat the food, like even press the little bowl here, that's where you reload the cutscene. So here we go. Sit on a chair, look down, then reload. As simple as that. It's then going to put us outside, and you can see that the food has been eaten. We turn around. We're going to grab this box here and bring it across. Now, here's my strat. And what I found to be the most consistent, I'm going to sit up for this, is we're going to do a big mouse swing around. Doing this mouse swing is basically going to push the box underneath us, and we're going to stand on top of it. It's kind of weird how it's happened, so watch how we do this. We're going to hold the box. We're gonna press left mouse button or E to hold it. We're going to hold forwards. You can hold shift if you want to, but you don't have to. And then we're just going to do one big mouse swing. Like that. What I like to do sometimes is I like to do two for safety. It's okay. I'll explain this. When you do that little mouse swing and it goes inside, that will actually make it so that it can't fly. So what you want to do is you just want to pull it out. You want to do, again, hold mouse, swing up, and you'll get this. Where you're on top of the box. What you're going to do from here is you're going to crouch, and then you're going to hold it, and then quickly uncrouch. And then you're going to start flying. As quickly as that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down again. So what I just did there is essentially if you are floating up in the air and you got the ability, like, you know, you let go of the mouse and everything like that. Once you hold the mouse again, it's going to bring you down. When you're crouching, it's going to bring you up. So think about like when you're crouching, it's up. When you're not crouching, it's going to go down. So again, we're going to hold the mouse button and holding forwards, and you can hold shift if you want to. Crouch, hold, and then let go to shift. Left go, crouch to start flying. Now that I think about it, it doesn't really make sense, does it? Anyway, so when you reload here, you'll go back to this immediate point. Once we're flying, I can make it more sense. So here we go. We're going to hold, and then we're going to go up after 2 swings. Again, 2 swings is pretty good. You can hold it from here, and then crouch. If you want to make sure that you go down to the bottom. Hold. Then press C quickly, and then you can start flying. What I figured out is that, like, Shift, W, and D will actually make you go in a direction just a little bit faster than it would be than going forward or just going right. By the way, this is the whole of the map. This is the whole of the map. So, with the act of the box flying, as mentioned, if you let go of the box initially, that's funny. If you let go of the box completely, that means that the whole general act of the fly is gone. You want to make sure that you're holding the box the whole way. Otherwise, when you press the box again, you're just going to go down. That's what I was trying to say. So, anyway, excuse me. This is what we're going to do is click and drag. And then 2 mouse swipes up. That should get you on top of the box. Crouch. Press E. And then uncrouch immediately. Up we go. When you get stuck there a little bit, you can hold back. And it should be able to bring you upwards. Sometimes you may get trapped around the terrain and it'll push you back down. That is normal, but again, it can be a rip run if you're trying to go fast. Okay, so then again, crouch. Up we go. Move back a tiny bit and then start flying. So I'll do that one more time. It takes a lot of practice to get to understand, so I'm doing a few attempts so that you guys can understand. So, again, holding E, shift and forwards if you want to. Well, like, hold forwards or shift and forwards if you want to. And up we go. You want to do big mouse swings. Crouch, then move back a tiny bit. Whilst you're still doing the act of going up. And there you go. From here, this is what I do. Up we go. I go diagonally over to this way. And I press C to go down just a tiny bit. To kind of get that little exponential curve of going round. One more time. And that should be enough to then just fall off and get to this spore pod here. One more time. Bring it across. By the way, the box has really, like, weird properties. You can just throw it around all over the way because boxes are weird in this game. So again, 1, 2, and we're up. Again, we had that same situation. So we're just gonna wait for a second after we uncrouch and make our way over. Let's go down a tiny bit. And exponential curve. Down we go. And again, and we can just fall off from here. Alright. So that's funny. We're actually on top of the on top of the fence. That's great. Anyway, fall off. Collect the spore pods. Press Q immediately. When you press Q, these little barnacles here actually despawn. And that will help you to, like, not have to take damage on the way back, because these things can basically one-kill you. Once you go through here, so again, as you saw, we're just going to go around the fence, and then we'll make it our way to this little chemistry station here. So we're going to reload the checkpoint.
Great work.
When you reload the checkpoints, it'll think that the spore pod is basically a checkpoint, so you can't do that box fly again. So we can do a full run in a moment again, and I'll show you exactly how all of it goes in one successive go. Once you go to here, you're going to click on the chemistry station. It's going to bring down all of the things that you have skipped. So the spore pods, this other medicine that you would have made, the like the honeycomb, whatever it is, and its flower. Because of essentially things that you got all the triggers. What you're going to do first is you're going to navigate your mouse over to the recipe sheet over here, the formula sheet, and press Q on it immediately. We're going to go over to yellow, click on that, we're going to press Q. Now, your mouse may act a little bit weird here, so what I like to do is I like to just try to determine my position, and then start pouring. You'll hear that little audio cue. Okay, the reason for that is the values on here are incorrect. Brewer's formula basically is there to kill you. So we're listening out for audio cues of what is actually correct. So we're going to do 10 for yellow, 20 for green, of course, and then we go over to blue, 20 for blue, so that'll go up to 50. You press E to go back immediately, by the way. And then, what you just like, what I'll do here is I'll just literally put it there, take my hands off, because once it gets to 70, it'll also do it for us. We're going to press left mouse button or E on this potion here, which will basically turn us from a plant to a normal human again. And then we're going to get brought over to a little cutscene of Brewer just growing and growing, basically starting to become on a rampage. And we're going to turn around immediately to the potion so that we can grab it again. Because we're going to throw it at Brewer here. Here's a kicker as well. Don't miss the shot. It is very easy to miss a shot. That'll be a rip run. We're going to press Q on the potion. There you go. I like to stand just about here. And then you'll be locked so you can't move about at all. Because you're now in a sort of like a little cutscene bit that you can't skip. And you'll be brought over to this door. And you want to go as close as you can to the door, and you press, you keep on spamming E and left click to quickly get over. So, now that we've done that, we're going to quickly go to chapter select, and I'm going to show this to you quickly. So, this bit should take you about...
Let's take a moment to stop and smell the flowers.
4 to 5 minutes, roughly.
Come a little closer. I'll be making a nice
If done fast,
spot
this should
for
take
you
about
in
4 to
my
5 minutes.
garden, next to the lawn gnomes.
Right. Here we go. Wait for this bit. Get over to the walkie-talkie. And... go.
Hello? Hello.
Fast pickup.
Listen, I'm Dr. Brewer. We have
Wait
both
for
been
the
poisoned and are
microscope.
mutating at an alarming rate.
Microscope, please.
If I can see how the poison is affecting you, I may be able to devise a cure.
There we go. Spamming Q immediately.
The plant cells are very active in your case. You're quickly taking over.
Done. Okay, so Q and spamming Q. Again, those are unavoidable
I
cutscenes at the
understand what
moment.
poison is now.
going around, going into the lily pads. And again, that's what happens. That's what happens if you miss the pads. You can die. So you need to make sure that you're doing this as best as you can and you know what position you're going. And that's another thing that can happen there. You saw exactly what happened there. It just goes all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, spacey wasty stuff. Wait, go across. And then you should be able to do that on a 1 cycle. Get over to the door. Luckily, whatever like cycle you're on, you're always going to be 1 cycle when you do that. Look, that now gazebo skip. Skip. Bring it across. 1, 2. There we go. And across we go. Down. Down we go. And just walk off.
Great work. You have the final
Going across to the potion.
the chemistry station next
There we go.
to the cure.
Wait for this little bit here to happen. You can't skip
Should have a
this.
look through my father's research first.
Click on the formula sheet. There we go. Q. Q. If you spin a little bit, not a worry. E. Go into this. Up to 30. Up to 50. And up to 70, and it'll do autocomplete for us. So there's no way to make the counter go, like, you know, the little pump here go faster. It's all 1 speed. It is all 1 speed, just to let you guys know. All right, drink the potion. You're feeling so much better. Get ready to throw the potion. Don't miss the shot. So you should get your mouse moving back about now.
How dare you undo all my work?
Throw. Wait about here, because you're going to get brought back to here anyway.
What have you done?
And we're going to go immediately into Tesla Tower. And this is where the fun begins. As soon as you hit the door, split. This is where the fun begins. I'll tell you why. There's going to be a lot of like attempts to show of how you can make this work. But we found a very consistent strategy for this Tesla gun skip. Now the Tesla gun skip requires kind of having to swing your body around whilst you're on top of this amplifier that you can just walk on top of. And you're going to try to move one direction whilst turning the other. Sort of like, you know, a twist and turn. And then you should be able to bring across a prompt that you wouldn't normally have to open the case and get the gun with this twist and turn. So you'll see in a moment. This is an unavoidable cutscene again, so we just have to watch this for now.
Take a hint already. You can't beat me, Twist. I have the book now. And
Haha, you got electric shocks. Haha. Now beforehand,
look what you've done.
before we did the Tesla gun skip,
Go to the basement.
we would have to do a whole load of this puzzle here, which would take easily about 3 minutes to do. So we got super lucky in the fact that we were able to avoid doing all of that and just get the gun before you're supposed to.
Behold, this
Now what you
case
do,
contains
this is
my
just a fast
greatest
situation.
creation.
I'll show you.
But first, you
Is
must
you're going to
unlock
hold
it.
A and D to get up, or A and S to, A and W to get up. No, so A and W or D and W to get up. Once you're on top of this amplifier, you're going to crouch, and then you're going to do the twist and turn as I mentioned. So, like, this is what you're looking for here. Luckily, I got it without even needing to twist and turn. But what you're looking for is the open gun case here. Because then you can just click it twice and you pick up the gun. What you will get if you don't have those prompts, if you look down, is you'll see that it's locked. What you do is a twist and a turn, like this. And you'll get that open, as I mentioned. So that twist and turn is like the way that you get it across. So crouch, twist and turn, and immediate. Again, up we go into the middle, twist and turn. It's always consistent. It is, we struggled for ages to find a way of how to make this consistent. And then I just randomly twist and turned. And I was like, okay, I'm getting every time. See? Every time. One more time. Getting on top. So you can see that we're holding Shift, A, and W to go up on top of it. Crouching. Twist and turn. Boom. One last time. Up we go. Crouch. Twist and turn. Once you get the gun, uncrouch immediately. Now you can either press Q to zap or right click. Right click that and then just run immediately through. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all fast. So you up, crouch, twist and turn.
You goof! The case is still locked. You must investigate further.
And through we go. Now that we're down, this is what's going to happen. Normally we'd have had to skip the whole of the gummy maze. Oh no, we'd have to do the whole of the gummy maze. But what you can do, if you get to a certain point of here, you can just literally get the prompt to enter. Yeah, it's one position. It's like around just to the side. You want to look down at the appropriate points, and you'll get it. There is a backup, which is around here, I believe.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you saw it just there. Just here. You have to be on the side to get it.
This is my mechanical room. It can be a bit of a maze. Keep your wits about you.
So you can see it's just there. It's interesting how this is like it's a bit of a solid block there. But yeah, so it's there, or you can even get it there. Again, it's weird. It's super weird. So here's the gummy bears, by the way. So there it is. It's like one, like if you see it, literally just press it immediately. So like my one was there for some reason. Anyway, one last time so you can find yourself getting towards it.
It can be a bit of a maze. Keep your wits about you.
Alright, so now that you're in the elevator, we skipped the whole of the gummy maze, which was the bane of our lives at one point, because we would have had to route it and it would have been a pain. Get yourself over to this point. Trigger a little cutscene here. You can see that these platforms are going to start falling. And then you want to start running. To the left.
This is unacceptable.
Turning around. And go through here. Hang a bit to the right side here. Let this witch bypass to your left. If you're a little bit too far forward, like far into the middle, the witch will grab you. What I like to do for safety is just to zap this witch so that you don't die, because I've died a few times there. And then we're going to make our way up to the next level. Making that little sort of like a S shape going around. Making our way through. And going towards the left, there's going to be a witch that comes over to your right here. So if you're not comfy, just shoot the witch there. But like I say, if you're hanging close to the edges, then the witches aren't going to get you. Making our way up to the second floor. Following the same pattern as I was taking there. You can see that the panels are falling behind us. Careful when you go up here. Don't go too far forward, otherwise you'll fall. You want to go right about now. Again, hanging close to the edge. All the way across. Turn around. And then you're going to be at the final fight by just going up this little elevator here. So, one last time, I'll show you going across here.
Be careful. I wouldn't want you to fall down.
So that you know what path you know where to take.
No, wait. That's exactly
So, left at the first point here.
This is unacceptable.
Right.
The spy must have gotten his hands on my
Right, hanging close to the edge.
You remember my friends from earlier, right?
Don't go all the way across. Go right here. Then taking the S around and making sure that you kill the witch on the way. Right, and then up the first platform. First level.
I can only imagine what other creations he has stolen.
Again, holding W and D most of the way around. going left. Don't forget there's going to be a witch on your right, so just hang close to the edge. And the witch should not grab you at all. Right around. Right. Left. Left and around up to the third level. Not all the way to the end. You want to go onto like the second platform bit. So like the second lot of squares basically. All the way to the end. Right. Right. And you're going up to the final fight. Okay. Let's do the final fight. Final fight can be a pain. We've all died here a few times, unfortunately. And it's just kind of like a snooze fest. But essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the gun to get rid of these like orbs that fly in the air. 3 lots, 3 times. And when you get to the final bit, Slappy's going to give you one final like attack. And you want to shoot at the attack. And then you got it. When you get to the final, like once you get to the big bad wolf and the third orb, hang back as much as you can so that you got more space to like, you know, shoot at the final bit. So that little green orb there, that's what you want. These little yellow circles, don't go near them because that is death. Okay, so there we go. Keeping a lookout for where they are. Where is it? Is it above me? Where is it? There it is. So once you shoot it, like the third one, it'll immediately drag you to the cutscene. I wish there was a more optimized way to do this, but it's just literally wherever they spawn. Again, RNG. There it is. Mine out for the circles. Nice. That was really good, actually.
Makes me far more angry than anything else you've done.
And then, let me show you what I mean by hang back. 1. I like to start hanging back now whilst I'm at it. 2. 3. The further away you are, the less chance that this attack will hit you. So, final attack, shoot it, and as soon as that dialogue appears, that'll be where you split. That'll be end time. So, that is how you do Goosebumps any percent. As of right now, again, there may be some more optimizations down the road, but for the meantime, that is literally the run. What we can do is I can do a full run through for you so you can see how fast you can take this run. I'm not going to time it, but I'm just going to show you how fast we can go. So, with all of that learning, I hope that you guys can join us in on this run. This is a very fun run. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this run as much as I did, but this community have been like really getting together, like really trying to like scrap find and find optimizations. It's been such a communal effort, and like the people who are putting the most time in at the moment are nyiddle, BalvedaVex and FlerpinMahDerp, and myself. Like, it's been such a cool little cool little crew of people, and we've all been like, you know, just having an absolute blast with this game. Who knew that Goosebumps would be a fun speedrun? Who knew? So, with all of that said and done, let's do a run. Even if I die, I'm just going to keep on going, just so I can show off how fast we can do this run. Because we've done it, this tutorial's taken about like 15 minutes or so to explain.
Exactly who are you anyway?
Now let's show you guys how we can do this in about 15 minutes. So here we go.
For now, I'll
And
just
across.
call you Twist.
And through to the typewriter again.
I'm RL Signwriter. I mean, oh my goodness.
And back across the hallway so we can go get the book.
Why would the mover stack boxes? Okay.
Press Q immediately. Back underneath the boxes.
The book is missing
And again,
some
getting
pages.
towards this door about 28 to 30 seconds is about quite
Look around the
optimal.
upper
Alright, here we go.
floor and see if you can find anything.
Key
Unlock
gets.
the door with the key.
Chair, please. Page, but... Alright. Now we wait for Gwen
Quickly, under the bed.
to leave at the most appropriate point. Again, nyiddle likes to go into the cupboards. I prefer to bed myself again, each to their own. And then we're going to leave and go past Gwen, and the model will despawn at the right point.
That's a graveyard ghoul. Slow, not too smart. Just keep a little ahead of her. If she traps you, try and hide.
Here we go. And now, Running.
Looks like that.
Down. Skip, reload the checkpoints. Get the page and reload again. Sometimes Gwen won't even have their dialogue. So that's what it is by fast, where Gwen won't even say anything. Get the key, press Q immediately. Turn back around.
Oh, you want something easy, eh? Well, easy stories are
Get into the first page here.
Every tale needs a twist,
And get into the corner of the edge of the table. Turning around. Keeping an eye on the gnome with the key. So he's going around the table again, perfect.
Did you see that? One gnome was carrying a key. Don't just stand there. Smash them.
Get the key. Around we go over to here, getting the page up here. Getting the page here. Reload the checkpoints. And then immediately to the dining room door.
I hate to pop your bubble, but you can't stop me or my friends.
So now we're going to go for the vase page and then Slappy's room key.
Slappy summoned Murder the Clown. This is really bad.
Oh.
That statue.
Your position towards grabbing the key is important as well, so try not to go too far forward, otherwise you won't be able to get the prompt. Here we go. Now we got infinite sprint glitch. So now I'll show you what we do for infinite sprint. This is what we didn't get it in the explanation, but basically you'll just have infinite stamina, so you want to just make your way over. Gwen can get you sometimes. This is why that can be a pain, is that Gwen can literally kill you. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to hang back for a little bit because we haven't got the page underneath the bed yet, which is what we do need. So let's go get the page first. Unfortunately, this is a slow mission. So down we go. We've got both pages now. Once you got the page once, then that's it, if you know what I mean. But at least you guys got to see a little bit about the infinite sprint glitch. Now, the only problem with infinite sprint glitch is, like, when you go over to Slappy's room first, Gwen can ruin the run. Depending where Gwen's spawn is, it's all about if that makes or break a run, because you can get to the piano at about 3 minutes if all goes well, but if not, then it is what it is. Get to the cupboard page, then reload checkpoints. Then, as mentioned, we don't have to double reload here. We just get spawned on the stairs. So, like I say, this is a good explanation for all the things that I didn't get to show you in the tutorial. Here we go. Reload the checkpoint immediately. Sometimes, like, you can press escape and it won't give you that menu, so don't escape too quickly.
No more Mr.
When you're in the black screen, just like a few frames after it kind of brings you in. Let's go around. Gnome's behaving, good. 1. Two. Wow, that's the first time it's happened in a while. So again, Slappy can just be the biggest nightmare and can ruin the run immediately.
No more Mr.
Unfortunately, it is what it is. This run is resettable, very, very resettable. This area is completely unoptimized, so if you can do it good, you can do it good, basically. 1. This is going to be good. So Slappy decided to misbehave there and just throw immediately, so there we go. I missed it. Damn. That was unfortunate. Good, there's 2. Throw that one because I don't trust it. Ah, that's a shame. Now I did see there's one gnome here, so we're gonna hang back here quickly. Slappy, do you want to come towards us, please? Really? Slappy, please. There we go. And like I say, because we're at the door, we can just immediately leave. And there we go. So again, that wasn't fast. A lot of pain. A lot of, you can understand that why the basement is a runner's, like, worst nightmare, because it can make or break a run. Until we can find the ultimate strats for it, like the ultimate routing, it's where the reset points will be, unfortunately. So, For the meantime, let's continue forward and go through the door into the next mission.
Better not go in there, Twist.
And you'll split just here. Just when you see the Goosebumps logo. It's a free mission, free split run, which is basically each level and each area. So again, 50 minutes for a run. No complaints really. Alright, you get turned into a plant for some reason because Slappy's a dick. And walkie-talkie, microscope, and then making our way.
Hello? Hello?
Fast pickup.
Listen, I'm Dr.
There we go.
We have both been
Gotta wait for a few.
poisoned
I wish I had
at
some.
an alarming rate.
I forgot to get a drink before I started recording because I have been talking for about an hour, so I'm hydrating after this. Alright, spam the E and the left click. Spam the Q. It'll take about maybe 20 seconds or so.
You're quickly taking over.
Watch some cells. They start to mutate. It starts to look like a penis for some reason. I don't know why they did it like this, but it's just what it is. Press Q immediately, and let's go.
I understand what the poison is now.
And over to here. Onto the lily pads. Hang a little bit to the left. And turning around. Over to here. Don't forget, there's going to be one cycle, so just make sure that you appropriately know when you're going to be running at those points. And you can easily get over in the one cycle. It's so chill. It's so chill. I love it. Alright. To the table. Click on the food. Skip the cutscene by reloading. Turn around. Box. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up we go. That can happen sometimes. And get yourself over. Go down a little bit, just get the exponential curve. 2. 3. And I can go from here. Good. Sometimes it may be a little bit weird to grab it, so just make sure that you do end up grabbing that at the best point.
Wait. You should have a look through my father's research.
Don't forget to click on the formula sheet. And then go over to the yellow one. 10, 20, 20, 20. And Q. Q. E. Over to the green one. 20 more. So up to 30. Press E when you hear the audio cues. Oop. Now up to 50. Press E. And it'll auto-complete for us. Alright. So now we'll be into like the last 5 minutes of the run. 4 or 5 minutes. There we go. It's gonna make us look at Dr. Brewer. Oh, excuse me. Don't miss the shot. Boom. Way about here.
Throw the cure on Brewer.
What have you done?
He gonna die. Get over to the door.
I know how to cure
And
the
then
poison
start
now.
spamming left click or E immediately and you'll get through. Split at the point of the Goosebumps logo. And final level. Final level.
I thought Brewer would have rooted you out.
But psh. Get it? Rooted? We were a plant?
But I'm going to use it to protect my
I love how cheesy this the dialogue is sometimes. Now, if you look carefully, you should be able to see Gappy, Slappy just despawn in a second. Let's see if we can see it. Yep, you can see Slappy still like his model still there, and you can actually see it despawn. It's kind of funny. All right, unavoidable cutscene again. Gotta turn on my AC quickly. There we
Take a
go.
hint already. You can't beat me, Twist. I have the book now. And
I realized I had the sound effect to play. Ah.
The book can go to the basement. Keep it away from that dummy. I'll come get
Hold
it
on.
after I
Just for posterity's sake.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is even that? It's a talking doll. Oh god. Oh boy. All right. And time to get to the test the gun skip. Up we go. And there we go. And making our way through. If you do it fast enough, those gates won't be open, but you can just go through them easily. All right, find the enter. There we go. Pretty fast.
Hurry! That elevator will
And
take you to the top of the tower.
motorbike outside. Okay. Get in the
Be
cutscene
careful. I wouldn't want you to fall down.
and turning around immediately. Taking the routing that we have defined.
This is unacceptable.
There's no other routing, by the way. This is just this is what it is, if you know what I mean.
You remember my friends from earlier, right?
Here comes a witch.
They've been known to be
And going across and around. It's such a slow climb in realistic sense. It's such a slow climb. But you have to take it. You have to take this routing, otherwise you will fall. You will die. That's a rip run. Nobody wants that.
Save us if he has acquired the Death
Okay.
Beam plans.
And again, careful. Hang on the edge so that you can avoid that witch. Running, running, running. Nice and chill. That's like the last witch you have to really worry about anyway.
Been trying to steal my work for years. The bloody hack comes nowhere close to my
And again, when you get up to like this set of squares here, then turn around. Witch. I want to say set of squares, like, you know, the four, like, you know, a 2x2 basically. And get up to the elevator. There we go. Up we go. And what I've always found weird is like, why do we need this little cutscene here? It never really made sense to me. Again, now it reloads quickly, like it's such a pointless cutscene. Anyway.
I see you brought the book.
Clapping monkey.
Thoughtful. It's the last piece I needed.
Daddy, chill.
Hand it over.
Time to do the final fights, and then that'll be about like what, like about 60-minute run, even with some about like 70-minute run with the deaths and stuff.
Technology he uses is
All right, here we go.
shielding,
One.
And my coil gun will be ineffective. My word! What
There
are
we
those
go.
flying orbs above you? Perhaps you can disrupt the
Three.
shield by
You remember
destroying
my
them.
friends
And
from earlier, right?
second lot of three.
Survive.
I will survive, don't you worry. Where is it? There. There we go. Nice. And nice. Just at the end.
That makes me far more angry than anything else you've
Third
done.
lot.
You'll never
And again, when you get
outsmart
towards
me,
near the
twist.
third orb, hang back as much as possible. Alright, that can happen sometimes. Weird. I'm just gonna go hang around the back now. Whoa. Which went directly into me. That was weird. There we go. Now we're right near the end.
Die, twist.
And because you're such a distance away, when Slappy shoots his shots, there's no chance that you can actually... Alright then. Wow! That's hilarious.
I see you brought the book. How thoughtful. It's the last piece I need.
That's hilarious. So, there is a chance that even if you do the final shots, you can actually die in it. So, this is good for a tutorial sense. This is great for a tutorial sense. I had no idea. I had no idea. So, now you know, it's not fully over until like maybe a few seconds after all of the models have despawned.
You remember my friends from earlier.
Oh, that sucks. Imagine if you're on PB pace. I mean, technically, we might allow it because, you know, you actually did complete the run, if that makes sense. But for it to die right at the end, that is unfortunate. I'm going to confirm with nyiddle, who's a super mod for the category, if such a thing like that happens, if the run is still allowed, because technically you would have actually triggered the final point of the run, and it's just an unfortunate case of, like, you know, the after ending cutscene not fully been met, if you know what I mean. So we'll clarify that in the description below or in the comments, and we'll also mention that in the SRC as well, if such a thing happens.
Fire in the hole!
All right, one more time. Oh shit! I almost forgot. That was the final one. So here's what happens at the end. The head will pop off, and then we'll be greeted with a final thanks for playing, basically. And that is the any percent. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial, and if you guys do have any questions at all, feel free to hit us up in the comments below. Make sure to drop a like, and if you enjoyed the tutorial, please feel free to subscribe as well. More runs and more hilarious content like streams and stuff like that, which I do over on twitch.tv/Nikoheart. So make sure you go follow myself over there, where I'll stream a lot more than I upload content. I'm on like maybe 3 to 4 times a week, long streams. So make sure if you enjoy like memes and all the good memes, come over to the Twitch side of things. But yeah, as I was mentioning, so if you guys do have any questions, feel free to hit us up in the Discord as well. I'll link that in the comments below. Also, we do have a speedrun.com, which is goosebumps_dead_of_night. It's a bit of a long title, but it is it's basically the full name of the game, just with underscores. And we do have some resources available. We got some blank splits available for if you just want to calculate the mission splits. If you do want specific splits, we can help out with that as well, or alternatively you can make your own splits. We do have an all missions save data file, which will be found within the app data area of your computer. The folder location is defined in the resources list. Aside from that, good luck on the runs. I look forward. Oh, by the way, yeah, we do have a Discord community server as well, for which we constantly are strat finding and trying to, like, you know, assist in, like, with each other and, like, trying to help each other out. So if you want to join in some strat finding, or if you find a cool strats that even we don't know, Discord is where it's at. Aside from that, I think I've covered everything. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like and a comment. It goes a long way. And I look forward to seeing so many new runners and making this run just so much more fun and enjoyable, because already this is fun. We're looking into making a glitchless run as well. So obviously the box fly, as we mentioned, with the glitchless, we're planning to not allow that, because that's technically an out of bounds. So more information will be coming soon. Keep an eye on the Discord, keep an eye on the SRC. For the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay awesome, love yourself, you're fucking sexy. See you soon.